There are so many people with their own stories and philosophies. We all walk our own paths and go through different things in our lifetime. What bonds us is when we take a second to slow down and relate to others through their emotions, experiences, and wisdom. Hello, everyone. My name is Esteban. My goal is for us to learn from the many lives and the many feelings of others. I will ask these people random questions which they have no prior knowledge of, with the intent of engaging their opinions and thoughts, which will provide a perspective of truth and knowledge to all of us.
Hello, my name is Ty Thomas. I am the creator and/or CEO of anyckid, a lifestyle New York brand.
What is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is going through life and not doing what makes me happy.
And what makes you happy?
Creating and expressing my creativity through my brand, NYC Kid. Just creation in general. I just believe that everybody at one time wanted to do something more than work or something that involves them. Like whether you have a family and you're taking care of your family, or whether you want to start a business. Everybody has something that they wanted to do when they were younger. And I feel a lot of people don't get a chance to tap into that. They get consumed by life and they forget who they are and what their dreams were. So my biggest fear is not being able to fulfill those things. So I try to do that every day.
Awesome. Yeah, self-fulfillment, self-awareness, self-care, all that stuff is good. It's good for the soul. What is your biggest regret in life?
My biggest regret in life is not going away to college.
It's crazy you said that because someone asked me a similar question and I answered the same way. What's the reasoning behind that on your side?
I lived in New York all my life. I love New York, it's obvious. But I wish I had family to push me to tell me to go away to college and urge me to do that, because I feel like I would have gotten a lot of experience with people outside of my environment. Although I worked in retail and I did meet a lot of people that were from other places coming here to New York, but I think it just would have been a different experience for me to be in a different environment, learning from others. Um, and I would have learned how to drive because I don't know how to drive. And I don't know if I still would be here in New York if I had gone away. Maybe it would have helped me determine, do you really love New York, or is there some other place that you do love? Um, and yeah, I just think that having that experience would have helped me, I don't know, grow faster. Even though I feel like I'm on the right pace, but I think it would have opened my mind to other things.
Yeah, I love that answer. Yesterday my sister was just asking me. She's like, "Hey, you're 38 years old. Is there anything that you regret in life?" And I'm like, "Not going to college, not going away to college. Like that was I stayed in New York. I'm from New York. I'm from the Bronx. That is one of the regrets. However, I've been to several places, and I feel like the one thing that might have saved like me and you in regards to not having that regret is the fact that New York is so cultured that it didn't, you know what I mean? Like if we were like from Timbuktu and we didn't go away to college, yeah, it would hurt. But
Yeah.
because we're from New York and like you were just exposed constantly to cultures, music, like art, just constant movement, that was like our going away. You know what I mean? So yeah, but yeah, it's cool. What is the happiest moment in your life so far?
The happiest moment in my life is having my son. He's 13 now. He's amazing. He's a preteen, so sometimes he's like, but but That's the happiest moment in my life. Um, Especially having him because it made me feel empowered. Like, oh my gosh, I had a child, and he helped me to be stronger and to make better choices. And I just love seeing him grow every day and seeing him kind of make his own decisions now, but based on things that I have taught him. Sometimes I think that he's not listening, but he is. Just seeing him grow and flourish into his own self, it that brings me joy. That makes me happy. And the happiest moment is having him.
That's great. I'm gonna follow up with that question, asking you that you were raised in New York City. Do you see the similarities between the both of you being raised in New York City?
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, because I'm from the Bronx as well, just like you. He's from Harlem. Um, I see similarities, but I do see certain things where it's just like I feel like my generation had more freedom. Um, I don't I shelter him kind of. I want him to be cultured, which he is. I think I over cultured him because I used to take him out every weekend, every day when he was little, to the point where he's like, "No, you just go without me. I'm good." Um, but I think he similarities would be, of course, just experiencing the hustle and bustle, the moving fast in New York, the grinding and all of that. Um, the having the street smarts, like, like pay attention to certain things. So we have similarities in that way. But I also feel like there's some things that he just doesn't know about because I shelter him from it. Um, and yeah, those are the similarities we have. It's funny because when he when he the other day he was like, "Why do you have all these Arizona iced tea cans?" Right? I was like, "Because I'm gonna make an art project out of them, but they I don't know if they're gonna raise the cans to $1.25. You and I know it as 99 cents. At one point, they weren't they 50 cents back in the day? No, am I creating that?
No, I don't remember seeing that. But yeah, 99. I think most of our lives.
Tropical Fantasy was 50
Yes,
cents.
that was 50 cents.
Yeah. But yeah, so those kind of things, he's watching certain things, like little things, like, no, those aren't 99 cents anymore. Those are $1.25. So like just experiencing those little things.
Right, right. Yeah, it's cool to see like our kids. I have teens, so it's cool to see our kids like embrace that whole New York style in their own way, compared differently to how we were raised, but still kind of in the same, ambiance of, I guess, learning rhythm, culture, like all that stuff. So it's cool. What do you think is the biggest sign of love?
The biggest sign of love is, I said this in the last interview and I'll still go by it. I had an interview with somebody else before, is being present. I think being present is the biggest sign of love, especially like this past weekend. I went to one birthday party celebration, but it's like just seeing people. That's just an example. Seeing people show up for you, whatever it is. Um, I'm actually doing a campaign, Show Love for Your Hood, right now, where I'm trying to show love for other small businesses. And it's like, come out, we do this recording. It's a 30-second recording. Show your product, show your business. And I'm posting it on my platform. And we're going to do a shared space. And everybody that showed up for that hour to record outside or however the weather was, it's like, thank you. Like, you showed up. You didn't have to, but you took a Saturday or Sunday to show up to do this for me. And I'm showing up to do this for you. And I don't even have the resources right now, but I'm just working with what I have. So I think just being present for each other or whoever that is in your life is the biggest sign of love.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a great answer. It really does bring a perspective how even us growing up, we didn't need everything from our parents, except for them to just be present was good enough. Yeah. Yeah, it's something I guess we all need as humans. If you could only fix one thing about people in general, what would that be?
To be to have understanding. I think I think a lot of people jump to conclusions about stuff and they don't know the other side of things. I try to always be what's the word? I guess objective. Is it objective? Yeah, to like if something is happening with someone else, I always whatever the situation is, I always try to just think, okay, well maybe this is happening. Well, maybe they didn't respond because of this, or maybe they didn't show up because of this. And I just always try to just be open and just understanding. I think just a lot of when people have understanding, everything is just much clearer.
What has been your greatest loss?
My greatest loss, it could be, my greatest loss would be, it could be something physical, right?
However you want to take it. Yep.
Okay, my greatest loss was a scholarship that I lost out of high school back to the college thing. I
Right.
always think about that because um, I won a scholarship for a contest, a songwriting contest. I used to sing and write songs, and we had this big performance at Hunter College, and I wasn't even going to apply for it. And my music teacher in high school was just like, just submit what you have and see how it goes. And I won, and I waited and waited after I finished high school to go to college, not knowing that there was a time cap on it. And when I decided to go, I found out I was pregnant with my son. And they were like, oh, sorry, it's too late. So it was like I lost the scholarship and I regret that. Like that was, to me, that was my biggest loss because now I owe money for, yeah, for school. So yeah, that is probably minute to everyone, but that was my biggest loss.
What is a message you would give your younger self?
My, to, uh, not doubt yourself. Yeah, to not doubt yourself. I think doubt goes along with fear, and that's the thing that holds everybody back from what they're doing. And don't think about what others think, and you'll be fine. Just do it. I always say this every time I talk to somebody. Nike created the best slogan. As much if you like Nike or not, just do it because that's all it takes. And I think having doubt is like a killer. Fear is a killer, and I try to tell myself that every day when it comes to certain things, because we're not supposed to live in fear. So don't doubt yourself.
Excellent. I'm gonna just ask you to promote your brand one more time or anything that you'd like to promote. And then once you're done with that, if you could just give the audience a little send off, whatever it is that you want to tell them to the people who are watching, please.
Okay, so my name is Ty, CEO of anyckid, a lifestyle New York lifestyle brand, and we create apparel, home items, luggage covers, accessories that have everything that embodies New York. Our most popular item is the bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll T-shirt that comes wrapped as a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll in aluminum foil. Anyone from New York knows what that is. And yeah, we are uh, doing a lot of things. We're sold at Brooklyn City Point Mall, a store called The Spot. We're sold at the Bronx Collab in the Bronx, which is a co-working space. Common Good Coffee Shop, we have some of our items there. And Harlem Creative Collective, we have a few of our items there as well. Um, our motto is live it, tell it, wear it, which is exactly what that means. Is you can take it literally or you can take it figuratively. Um, you lived it, you lived here, you tell it on your items and you wear it. And that's kind of like the same thing that I want to compare it to life. Live it, tell it, wear it. You live your story, you live your life, tell your story. You don't know who you'll inspire. You don't know who you'll help make a better decision. And you wear it. Everything that you've been through, You wear what you've been through. Yes, we talked about regrets. We talked about biggest losses, but you learn from that and you own it. So, a NYC kid, live it, tell it, wear it.